Hello and welcome to game number 3 on the weekend. Vegas Junior Golden Knights facing off against Colorado Thunderbirds in a little bit different position here. Nice and close on the home end, a little bit further to get down to the scoring end for 2 periods, but such is life. This is what we have to work with, so please be patient with my camera operating. I will do my best, trying to do everything at once. Thank you to my fabulous scorekeeper, Lorraine Nisley. You want to get on camera, Lorraine? Starting goaltender in net for the Vegas Junior Golden Knights will be number 29, Cole Larison. Vegas is the home team in the dark gray jerseys. Colorado Thunderbirds in their white jerseys as the visiting team. Vegas currently 1-1 on the weekend, and the Thunderbirds are 2-0. Also, there's no netting in front of us, so hopefully no errant pucks will come this way, but trying to be ready as best I can. I feel like I should have brought my hockey helmet to this game. Would feel a little more comfortable standing up here. And there is the buzzer for the end of warm-up. Can get up close and personal here from this spot. And the starting lineup on the ice for the Thunderbirds. Now we'll see what Vegas lines up. Weebolt centering Penhollow and Huffman. On the defense, we have Biaggi and Cabradilla. And in net, number 29, Cole Larison. Waiting to do his little warm-up routine. And 17 minutes up on the clock. Reminder, there will be an ice cut after 8:30, the first whistle after 8:30 in period number 2. Face-off win for the Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds move it up ice. That jumps over the stick. Biaggi immediately hassled and goes down. Thunderbirds looking for centering pass off the skate of Cabradilla. Cabradilla reverses it back around. Now to the point man. Shot towards the net, hits traffic, and just comes out of the zone, and an offsides on the Thunderbirds. We'll have a face-off. Just outside the zone. And puck played into the zone. Was a little late. Biaggi moves it out of the zone. Pinned along the wall, those Thunderbirds player. Trying to cut to the middle. Hassled by Huffman. And backhanded into the middle by Biaggi. Saved by Larison. Delayed penalty coming here. And we got a whistle. We got a delayed penalty here. It's going to be on Vegas. Hooking going to be on Huffman, I believe. Player covered the puck in the crease. They are claiming no penalty. Looks like the linesmen and referees are going to discuss. Huffman to the box for the Knights. And the Thunderbirds will be on an early... Well, Huffman's in. Looks like they're trying to find somebody else from the Thunderbirds bench. Are they going to say a penalty shot? Penalty shot is awarded to the puck carrier, Larison, defending. And a goal. And to add injury to insult, they will be on the penalty kill, I think, for 2 minutes. Interesting way to start the game. Is all I'll say about that. Lanfranchi take the face-off. Lacus to the left. Nisley and Avina. Penalty kill team on the ice. Thunderbirds curl back into their own zone as they look to set up their power play. Lacus tipped it momentarily. Into the zone. Shot cross ice. Walking in the middle. Shot blocked by Lanfranchi. Puck stays in the zone. Puck down the ice. Moves it back to the point man. Now walks the blue line. Looking for a shot down low. Avina is there. Disrupt that pass. Puck kept in the zone. Shot. Larison squeezes and holds. Face-off going to take by Mislakovian. Mislakovian, Salikas. New personnel added to the ice for this penalty kill. Puck dropped to the point, moved to the far side. And tipped away. Avina will try to clear that one up ice. And that one does come out into the neutral zone. Puck cross ice on sides are the Thunderbirds as they look to set it up as they pass it around the outside. Now down low, back to the middle. Mislakovian intercepts it, but unable to clear that one. Pass to the middle. Cleared away into the far corner. Dumps it back to the point man. Moves it to the near side. Pass to the far side, walking it down. Shot, Larson save, rebound. Poked wide, and Avina off the far wall and out of play. Sorry, the near wall right behind us. Might have seen my life flash before my eyes. Hopefully they see me up here and keep it away from me. And they wait for Larson to get ready. 41 seconds remaining on the power play. Puck flipped up but not out of zone. Kept in at the point. Shot tipped off the stick. That's what to stay in play. Puck back to the point man. Now to the near side. Shot wide right of the net. Colorado controlling. Move it around the outside. Pass cross ice. Cuts back. Puck stays in the zone. Flood there to apply some pressure. Harrison also on the ice with Sparks. And puck flip down the ice. Gets on the skates of the referee. And doesn't get far up ice. Flood will collect inside his zone. Tries to play it up. Doesn't quite get all of that one. And number 10 still with the puck. Looking to center it as they move it back on the near side. Now to the far side. Shot. Traffic in front. Hits Flood. Flood will softly lay it up the wall and played back in. Jack Harrison back for the Knights to collect. Off the glass and in. Harrison goes down. Shot by, saved by Larison. That one off the blocker. Puck moved up. Finally Morunde chasing. And that will be an icing on the Knights. Won't zoom in on that one because we're coming right back. Face off on the far side from Larison, Wiebolt, Huffman, the Roachers, Penhollow, and Biaggi is there back to full strength. And kicked from the face off, number 44 for the Thunderbirds. New personnel in, take the face off. Biaggi on the defense. Thunderbirds with the puck off the partition, jumps to the middle as Biaggi looked to clear that one now off the boards and out to the neutral zone. 3-on-1 developing here for the Knights. Pass to the middle, misses Penhollow. And Thunderbirds pick up the puck as they look to head back in the zone. And a shot off the stick of the Roachers. Ends in the far corner. Cooper the Roachers trying to get there. Gets a little help from Wiebolt. Puck in the near corner, flipped out to the middle by Penhollow. Up close and personal, like I said here in this camera view, centering pass. Blocked. Colorado surveying, move it to the near side. Shot off the stick, off the back glass. Biaggi stick lifting. Trying to get a little help, puck squirts out. Wiebolt got to it initially. Puck loose in the skates. Ref's calling to move it. There is squirts out to Wiebolt. Wiebolt up. Gets past one. Huffman and Penhollow on the attack. Huffman centering pass. And that one stays on the ice surface off the stick of Penhollow. Went high into the air. And here come Colorado again, dumping it in. Avina back to collect for the Knights. Puck rimmed around to Salikas. He gets tied up. And puck rimmed back around the boards by the Thunderbirds. Puck back behind the net. Salikas chasing. Thunderbirds get to it first. Newell hassling along with Salikas. Salikas trying to chip that one out. And in the feet, kept in by the Thunderbirds. Avina, quick play out of the zone. Off the wall and out. No icing. Waved off. Puck rimmed around the boards by the Thunderbirds in the near corner. That's kind of our blind corner there for the game. Thunderbirds move it up ice. Dumped in deep. Cabardilla is there for the Knights. Puck in the skates. Looking center. Puck comes out to the outside. Dangles around one. Cabardilla ties him up. And coming away from it. The puck coming away with the puck is the Thunderbirds player, number 11, and flipped out of the zone by Newell. Vegas making changes. Mernday, Miskovian nicely on the ice for the Knights. 2-on-2 here now, Wiebolt. And an offsides on the Thunderbirds. And we'll have a face-off outside the defensive zone on the far side with 10:40 to go in period number 1. Face-off win for the Knights. Nicely gains the red line and dumps it in deep. Vegas chasing. Mernday first in. Cash and Sparks on the follow-up. Mernday now will chase to the near corner, the blind corner, shall I call it, along the near wall. Thunderbirds have to track back below the goal line to retrieve the puck, and they'll reverse it back around to the near side. Harrison on the defense on this side. Harrison gets it, plays it up into the equipment of the Thunderbirds player. Didn't quite see where it was at. Now they find it. Mernday golfs that one up into the offensive zone and heads for a change. Along with Cash and Sparks, Wiebolt and Huffman onto the ice. Puck dumped in deep. Nisley is there for the Knights. Plays it up. And Huffman moves it in nicely. Slow to get up on that shot. Shot off the glove of Larison. Rimmed around the boards. Point man. And player coming into the zone, playing it before the hand of the linesman went down because his teammates were still in the zone. And an offensive zone faceoff coming for the Knights with 9:35 to go in period number 1. Face-off won by the Thunderbirds as they move it around to the near side. Puck in the neutral zone. On the far side, Colton Flood on the pressure. That one tipped on the Thunderbirds. Vegas will have an offensive zone face-off coming with 8:59 to go in the period. And we got a whistle here. They're going to change out Salikas, somebody possibly on the backside, heading in a little early. And face-off win for the Knights. That one squirts past DeRochers. DeRochers back to collect. D-to-D pass to Biaggi. Biaggi up ice to Newell. Newell tips it into the zone. Colorado move it back into the neutral zone. Puck out to the neutral zone side. Shot. Blocker saved by Larison. Puck move out of the zone. Lacus has got some speed. Reaches up. Tips that ahead. Still in the zone. Shot saved by the goaltender. First shot on net for the Knights, I believe. Biaggi backhands that one back into the zone. Puck rimmed around to the near side. Colorado looking to clear it. Just coming off the bench. Lanfranchi making an impact. Keeping that in the zone. Vegas dump it back in and tag up. Puck flipped up the ice. Rolling down. Cabardilla just coming off the bench will collect and look for a play up ice. Colorado bouncing puck in the middle. Shot off the stick of Larison. Ends up on the far side. 2-on-2 in the corner here. Lanfranchi, Cabardilla trying to dig it out. Cabardilla put into the boards. Fight along the puck. Lanfranchi. And delayed penalty coming here on Vegas. Lanfranchi. And they'll call, actually, number 91. Thought they were going to call Lanfranchi, but they'll get the first offense at 7:38. And Vegas to the power play. Two minutes up on the penalty clock. 7:38 to go. Face-off win for the Knights. Biaggi down the wall. Avina shot low and just wide of the net. Bouncing puck in front and a save by the goaltender. That one, loose change picked up by Avina. Avina went to put that one on net and comes together with a stick of the Thunderbirds, which put that one to a lob into the goaltender's breadbasket. Face off taken by Wiebolt. Wiebolt Lacus. Avina, puck dumped deep into the zone. Took a funny bounce there as Larison was headed more to the towards the corner. And Vegas will start the power play. And that one's just poked away from Huffman as he fanned on the pass. And they'll call an offsides on the Thunderbirds. Close one. Didn't really think he was offsides, but Wiebolt take the face off. Avina collects. Vegas try to spread him out to the near side. D-to-D pass and up the ice to Wiebolt. Two on the near side. Wiebolt shot, kick save by the goaltender. Huffman lays it off. Back to Biaggi at the point. Biaggi back down to Wiebolt as they set up their power play. Far side one-timer by Avina. Either hit traffic in front or the goaltender got a piece of it. Not quite sure on that one. Didn't quite see it cleanly. And Avina takes the man, walking in, fans on the shot. Larison will cover and hold. And we'll have a face-off on the opposite dot. Lucas Lanfranchi to take the face-off. Power play team on the ice. Newell, Penhollow, Cabradilla, Nisley. Face-off win for the Knights. Nisley heading up ice. Chips it beyond. Nisley with some speed. Gets past the Thunderbirds player. Looking for a centering pass. Trying to find Penhollow. Vegas keeps the puck. Lanfranchi moves it back down the wall. Penhollow will get to it first. Reverses that one back around. Puck played to the middle by Lanfranchi as he looks to get to his feet. Cabradilla will drag that around one back to the middle, and we got a breakaway coming here. Oh, geez, sorry. And that one's over the net and out of play. Zoomed the wrong way. And Larison fights that one off to keep this at a 1-goal difference. Salikas, Mernday, Harrison, and Misakovian on the power play team for another 12 seconds. As the stick tapping begins on our near end by Cole Larison, signaling to his teammates that the power play is about to end. Puck tipped on the way, that will be no icing. Colton Flood back to collect for the Knights. Colton Flood lays it off for Jack Harrison. Harrison play up the boards and down. That one will be an icing on the Knights. And we'll come back to the near face-off dot with 5:23 to go in period number 1. Sorry about that. Offsides are the Knights. They'll have to tag up. Penn Hollow gets back on sides. Makes a play there. And Huffman comes away with it. Penn Hollow to the middle, backhands it, and turns it over to the Thunderbirds. Puck tipped into the zone by the Thunderbirds. Pass to the middle, blocked by Wiebolt. Huffman. Man tied along the boards there. That one off the glass, misses to the near side. DeRochers moves that one up ice. Hit a stick on the way out, so it will not be any icing. Puck dumped in. And icing. .404 to go in period number 1. Vegas Junior World Knights in the dark jerseys. Facing off against Colorado Thunderbirds in white. Cabradilla shot. And that one's high over the net. Puck ends up on the near side. Out to, stays in the zone actually. Lackus dumps it in deep. Colorado come away with it. Biaggi swings it to the near side. Cabradilla dumps it in deep as Vegas change up, and we'll have a cover and hold by the goaltender for the whistle. With 3:44 to go in the first period. Face off. One by Colorado, just loses his footing. That will not be a penalty. And now D-to-D pass. Knisely at the red line dumps it in. Miskolvian one-timer and doesn't quite get all that one. Puck on the near side. In our blind zone there, cross ice pass, Knisely. Knisely trying to corral that one, puts that one behind the net. Rimmed around to the near side. Puck coming back around to Knisely. He'll play it back in deep. Sparks with 2:49 to go in the period. And Vegas back to the power play. Power play number 2 of the game. And power play team on the ice, Biaggi, Avina, Wiebolt, Huffman, and Lackus. Face-off win for the Knights. Lackus centering pass on the pads to the goaltender and flipped out of the zone by the Thunderbirds. Collected by Biaggi. Biaggi up ice to Huffman. Huffman cross ice to Avina. Avina up with some speed. Avina curling in as he's hassled and held up. Lackus looking for a play. He'll drop that one to the near side to Huffman, now to Biaggi at the top of the point. Biaggi loses in his skates. He'll get it back and put it down low. The right face-off circle to Avina. Shot, save, rebound. Second shot, saved by the goaltender. And backhanded out of the zone. And high stick. As high stick by our team and then touched next by a different teammate. So we'll have a defensive zone face-off coming here. Minute 10 to go. Minute 10 to go in the period. Or sorry, minute 10 to go on the power play. 1:59 in the period. Penn Hollow to take the face-off. Cabradilla will collect the puck and look for a play up ice to Knisely. Knisely turns around one, tries to flip that one up, turnover. Cutting back, he'll take it out of the zone. Salikas will intercept that pass. Newell gets tangled up, and the Thunderbirds will take it back into their zone. Now they'll flip it up ice. Larison will collect. Knisely trying to gain possession of the puck, and Newell will come help out to relieve the pressure. Newell up to Cabradilla. Cabradilla cross ice to Knisely. Knisely over the red line. And he's stick lifted. Newell's there to pick up the loose puck. Newell looking for the outside to Salikas. Bouncing puck. Salikas had it momentarily. Puck comes out to the neutral zone. Dumped in on net. And blocker save by the goaltender. Puck comes out of the zone, Flood off the bench. Stick tapping of Larison indicates the power play is about to run out. Newell looking for a one-touch pass. Up ice offsides on the Thunderbirds. Face off just outside the zone. On the near face-off dot, Lanfranchi to face off. People at the back warned to stay back. And puck underneath Lanfranchi. Now finally kicked out. Move to the near far side. Flood will head behind his net. Moves it up ice to Marunde. Marunde gets it out of the zone. As Thunderbirds try to head back in. Now they'll do, dumped in deep. Larison will stop that one for Harrison. And puck rimmed around the boards, kept in at the point. Shot. And Larison upright makes the save. Now we'll have a face-off on the far face-off dot from Larison with 21 seconds to go. Face-off will be taken by Wiebolt. Face-off win for the Knights. Huffman gets drugged down. No call. Sorry, wrong zoom again. And that one was wide of the net. Puck came out, and it's out of play anyway. But it technically was out of the zone. And instead of that being was outside the zone when he played it in. Shouldn't have been a defensive zone face-off. 3 seconds. And Flood will try to kill out the time, and he does. And Vegas fight off the Thunderbirds. A nearly perfect period besides those first 4 minutes, which included a penalty shot awarded to the Thunderbirds. So not a bad period, I'd say. Larison back to his crease. And a face-off win for the Thunderbirds. Vina gets a piece of it. Thunderbirds collected in their own zone, played out. Moved back in. Vegas tag up, but that one's waved off for some reason. So we'll play on. Shot wide in net. Penhollow gets twisted around. Avina moves that one up ice. And puck flipped up ice, Penhollow. on the attack. And hassling. Thunderbirds looking for centering pass and misses the connection. That'll be an icing. Penn Hollow ahead of the defense, but unable to get to the puck because it was an icing on his teammates. So we will head back down to the defensive zone to the left of Larison with 16:07 to go in the second period. Vegas Junior Gold Knights trail the Colorado Thunderbirds by 1. Puck in the skates, comes out down the ice. Puck banked off the near boards. Newell trying to work along the near wall. And puck cleared out to the opposite side. Vegas chasing, looking for a pass to the middle. Hassle by Biaggi. And disallowing a play there. Puck behind Colorado to the near side. Swings it to the far side. One-timer off the mark. That one ended up well wide of the net. Think it's supposed to be more on net. Bouncing puck trapped along the wall by the skate of the Thunderbird player. Puck comes out of the zone and dumped back in. Glove down by Biaggi, and Biaggi will make a play off the glass, but not out of play. Centering pass, played aside. Cabardilla takes a hit. Lacus will come for a change. Newell dispossesses the Colorado player. Cabardilla back to collect. He'll rim it around the boards. Pass to the middle, disrupted by Mislakovian, back checking. And a sauced puck might end up on net, and it does. Puck laid off to the near side. Salikas gets there first. Puck comes loose. Colorado moves it to the near side and plays it out to the middle. Sparks, I believe, got a stick on it. Mislakovian shot bouncing, and a short hop catch by the goaltender. .14:28 to go in period number 2. Plays it down the wall. On the near side, Thunderbird looking to clear it out. They do out to the neutral zone. Off the wall is Harrison into the defensive zone of the Thunderbirds. That one played around Harrison. Looking for a shot. Settled shot. Save and goal. Thought he might have got that one, but that one hit some traffic in front and ends up in the back of the net for goal number 2 for the Thunderbirds at 13:59 as they increase their lead to 2. Face-off going to be taken by Lanfranchi. Face-off win for the Colorado Thunderbirds, and they play it up ice. Avina is there to play back into the neutral zone. Lacus with the puck. Lacus loses his footing, tries to get a centering pass off there and could not get that one to Kale Marundi, who was coming up the opposite side. Thunderbirds into the zone. Centering Sauce does not make contact with their teammate. Puck tipped outside, trapped. Moved to the near side. Shot towards the net softly. Stick side by Larison. The shot. Glove save by Larison. New personnel on the ice. Salikas, Rochers, Newell, Biaggi, and Mislakovian. Puck in the skates. Wait for it to come out. It does to the stick of the Thunderbirds. On the near wall in the blind spot. Stick battle. And puck comes out. And we got a penalty here. Slash is the call. We'll see who it's on here. I think a Thunderbird. Number 19. 2 minutes for slashing. So we'll have an offensive zone face-off coming. 13:02. Power play number 3 of the game for the Knights. Penn Hollow to take the face-off. Face-off win for the Knights. Then Frenchie moves it to Nisley. Nisley unable to handle that one at the blue line. Flipped into the zone deep. And puck dumped up the ice. In the skates of Nisley. Nisley with a good turn there. He's got 2 on him. Stick lifting. Nisley plays it to the outside. Stick lift. And gets a little help from Cabardilla. Although now the Thunderbirds are in the zone. Now it comes out to the defensive zone of the Thunderbirds as they dump it down ice. Larison slows that one up for Cabardilla. Cabardilla reverses it around. Vegas trying to set up the power play here. Man advantage. That one off the partition in the middle. Puck high up into the air, glove down, and played up ice by the Thunderbirds. Puck left off. Marundi takes it into the zone. Pass to the middle, left it off. Quick shot by Penn Hollow. Loose puck in front, picked up by Colorado. And played up ice. Bouncing puck. Biaggi avoids. Sauces it up ice to Penn Hollow, who has it picked from between his skates. Bouncing puck now. Cabardilla up ice to Huffman. Huffman to the outside, takes it to the middle. Huffman. Centering pass. Blackett shot. And that one ends up just wide. Good attempts there by the Knights. Not in your traditional power play setup. And puck dumped in deep. Goaltender will lay it off for his teammate. And the Thunderbirds up ice. Biaggi with the hit. Vegas come away with the puck. Avina up ice to Huffman. Huffman to Wiebolt right up the middle. And that one's taken off of his stick just inside the offensive zone. Wiebolt gets it back. Mislakovian cuts back, trying to get that one onto his forehand. Sorry. And puck kept in right here at the blue line on the feet. And now it comes out. Back in the defensive zone, DDD pass, Harrison to Avina. Avina up ice to Mislakovian, tipped into the zone. Salikas on the pressure. Newell looking for centering pass. Doesn't make it to the goaltender, and pass flipped up the ice to the point man. Quick shot towards the net, and tip hits the outside of the netting. Mislakovian takes a hit as he makes that play to the far wall. Salikas there on the pressure. Newell trying to get to it. Outstretched hand, not enough force on that one. And that one's going to be an icing. And Vegas will get an offensive zone face-off with 10:12 to go in period number 2. Penn Hollow take the face-off. Sparks on the near side. Lanfranchi on the far side. On the defense, Harrison and Flood. Penn Hollow coming to, shot through the blue ice. One-timer by Flood. That one hits traffic in front. And the Thunderbirds break out of their zone, tipped up on the way, so no icing. And Flood with a hit on a Colorado Thunderbird player. Harrison will collect the puck on the far side, tipped out of the zone by Lanfranchi. That one will cruise for an icing. And we'll have a defensive zone face-off to the right of Larison with 9:40 to go in period number 2. Face-off win for the Thunderbird. Shot. That one's over the net. And the glove hand to Larison. And puck up ice for another icing. So we'll head back down, this time to the left of Larison, I believe, for another face-off. Face-off win for the Thunderbirds. They keep it in the zone. Shot. Larison save. Bouncing puck behind the net. Battle between Wiebolt and the Colorado player. Colorado come away with it. Shot blocked down and wide. Wiebolt and Cooper Roachers retrieve their sticks, both of them without sticks for a moment there. And Huffman on the breakaway. Huffman, shot, and just wide of the net. Not sure if that caught a piece. Vegas making changes though. Mislakovian coming off the bench, getting a piece of it. Thought that might have been offsides, but they'll say everyone's onside for Colorado. Glove down inside the zone. Huffman shoves off the puck carrier. Mislakovian moves it up the wall to Huffman. Huffman, just out of his reach. Colorado wind back up into the zone. Walking it in. And just out of the zone, offsides on the Thunderbirds. And we'll have a face-off just outside the zone. Oh, actually, the whistle there, just under the 8:30 mark, so we'll have ice cut coming here. Time to get your snacks. And take a break, and we will be right back. Refs. Linesman back to the ice. And when the Vegas Junior Golden Knights return, they will be down one man. Kale Marundi suffering an upper body injury. And out for the game. And face-off on the far face-off dot, because that's where the game ended. And puck in deep. Cabardilla moves it around, kept in by the point man. Takes a hit from Lacus, dispossessed. As Cabardilla takes a hit up high. And he is injured on the play. Looks a little slow to get up. Moves puck, Biaggi plays it up the wall. And Cabardilla will go for a change. Puck around the boards by the Thunderbirds. No icing, waved off as that one kind of ran out of steam down there. And Vegas on the attack. Biaggi cuts back. Biaggi over the blue line. Shot, blocker save by the goaltender. Thunderbirds looking to break out. Up ice behind the defense. And a goal. Thunderbirds beat Larison on the breakaway. And they make it 3. That's 7-13. Team on the ice. Salikas, Newell, Penhollow, I think. Yes, Penhollow, a little bit different lineup here since Mernday is out. Avina and Rocher's on the defense. Avina just mishandles that one. Puck kept in by the Thunderbirds. Shot towards the net, loose puck in front. And still out, Penhollow comes away with it. Penhollow allows his goaltender and other teammates to get up. Newell on the follow-up, plays it down low. Penhollow's there. Cuts back and gets pinned along the boards. And puts a hit. As they get free and offsides on the Thunderbirds. Vegas will make changes to their lineup. Sparks, Lanfranchi, Miskovian, and Flood and Harrison. Face-off win for the Knights. Colton Flood dumps it in. No icing. Puck rims around. Miskovian pressuring. And puck chipped out of the zone. Puck in deep to the near side. Thunderbirds will collect. Hassle by Sparks. Puck rims around the boards. Harrison is there, flips it up. And touch by someone, so it negated the icing. Pass cross ice. That's going to be on net, and Larison will cover and take a snow. And no consequences. Larison perhaps asking why not. Face off. Going to be taken by Wiebolt. Shot, save, Larison, scoop in a cover. Face-off win for the Thunderbirds, rolling puck. Shot, kick save by Larison. Blocked by Huffman on the second attempt. Cabradilla takes a hit into the boards. Puck out to the neutral zone. Huffman on the attack. Huffman. And the player for the Thunderbirds player down for the Thunderbirds. Coach is checking on him, asking for medical staff, I believe, as well. They are on site for this tournament. I think this might be the father coming out. And now medical personnel. Looks like he is up, sitting up, so thankfully looks like the extremities are working. Having him look left and right and up and down. Checking the spinal cord. Skating off on his own, good sign. As he heads to the locker room to be checked out. And we will see what the call is here. If Huffman will get a penalty shot or not. As that was the last play that occurred. It was a delayed penalty coming. So hooking, I think, should be the call. And they don't think they are going to give him a penalty shot. And I don't see anyone. I thought they said a delayed penalty was coming. I see the door open for the penalty box. I believe a Thunderbird has to go in. Referee making sure. Calling number 4, I believe. Wait, 15 is in the box. Number 15 is in the box for the Thunderbirds. And Vegas are on the power play at 5:12. Power play number 4 for the Knights. Back to Biaggi. Biaggi back down the wall to Huffman. Huffman to one-timer. Glove save by the goaltender. That one-timer coming from the near face-off circle here by Avina. And we'll have another face-off. Face-off win for the Knights. Avina to Biaggi. Biaggi down to Wiebolt. Wiebolt cross ice. Avina shot. And that one's just over the net. Trouble on the far side. Wiebolt needs some help. Huffman chasing. Upending. Vegas regain the control. Lacus to Avina. Avina in the middle to Biaggi. Biaggi back down low. Or back to the middle. And that one's chipped out of the zone. Biaggi's got one chasing him. He lays it off to Avina. Avina back up ice. And now tipped back out to the zone. Huffman getting to it. Penhollow shot as that's wide of the net. Biaggi shot. Traffic in front. And puck tipped out of the zone again. Biaggi sauces it up the wall to Wiebolt. Wiebolt traps it along the wall. And he's got to hold up. Avina was heading into the zone. Biaggi hassled. Moves it up to Avina. Jumps over the stick of Avina, and a shot wide of the net on the opposite end. 22 seconds remaining in the power play for the Knights. Knights with a little struggle to get it out of their zone. Running out of precious time. And Biaggi just fans on the pass. Gloved it, no call by the refs. Picked up the puck. That should have been a delay of game. And the Thunderbirds are back to full strength. Avina up ice. Puck kept in right at the blue line. Pass to the middle, and that one's off the mark. Looking for a centering pass. That's off the stick of Larson. Puck to the near side and down. That will be an icing. And we'll head back down to the defensive zone. For face-off to the left of Larson. With 2:41 to go in the second half of period number 2 after the ice cut. Face-off going to be taken by Saligas. Face-off win for the Colorado. And in the skates, can't get to it. Now Saligas finds it. And he'll head up ice with the puck over the blue line. Saligas cuts back. Plays it down the wall. Penhollow lays a hit. Cabradilla up into the chest. Offsides on the Colorado Thunderbirds. Lost in the skates of his teammate. Ends up over the line ahead of the play for the whistle. 2:18 to go in period number 2. Vegas Junior Golden Knights trail the Colorado Thunderbirds 3-0. Puck out, gloved in and an offsides. Gloved in outside the blue line there. And took it into the zone. Tried to play it off. But the refs on it. Face off just outside the zone. Weebolt takes the face off. Miskovian and Lacus flanking him. On the defense, Harrison and Flood. Harrison moves it up the wall, out of play. Puck in zone, face off since it was flipped up and out of play from inside the defensive zone. And Thunderbird player kicked from the face-off. We'll retry again. Weebolt with face-off win. Harrison moves it around the boards to Huffman. Huffman looking for round, trying to get a backhand towards the net, and that is disrupted by Colton Flood. And puck cross ice. Weebolt trying to beat the defenseman. Puck to the middle, chip to the middle, and nobody in the dark jersey is there. Or not close enough, at least. Weebolt almost got a piece of that one. Flipped up ice. And a big hit on Jack Harrison as he hits his head. And 21 to the box. 2 and a 10, head contact. Number 21. At 1:34. Power play number 5 for the Knights. So the Colorado Thunderbirds will add an extra man to the box for the 10-minute or the 2 minutes. As number 21 will serve 10 minutes. Colorado flip it up. Collected by Cabradilla, moved to the near side nicely. Dumps it in. Sorry on the camera work. Newell trying to walk that one to the middle. Cavadilla pinching in, pokes it and heads down the wall. Trying to secure that one, and that one gets past two people that were trying to keep that one away. Larison leaves that one off for Nisley to Penhollow. Penhollow to Newell. Newell curls back around. And he'll head up ice. Newell plays that one into the zone, and he'll chase himself. Puck sauced up the ice. And that one's taken away from Cavadilla. Walk it in, shot blocked. Loose puck picked up by Penhollow. Penhollow's hassled. He's dispossessed in the left face-off circle. Hardy Huffman will pick up the loose puck, and he will head up ice. Over the blue line, Huffman trying to cut to the middle, and he just loses the puck. Follow up by Penhollow, forces the puck behind the net. And thrown down the ice by the Thunderbirds. Larison lays it off for Penhollow. 8 seconds remaining in the period. Cross ice pass to Huffman. Huffman lays it up in the skates of Misakovian. And there is the buzzer for the end of period number 2. Vegas will start the third period on a 26-second power play. Thank you to our sponsors this season, All Western Mortgage and the Lanfranchi Center. Larison back to his crease. And Vegas to the face-off. 26 seconds of power play. Wiebolt, Lacus, and Huffman on the ice. Lacus dumps it in deep, and he'll chase. Colorado move it around. Gets past him at the point. Avina shielding off. Grabbed by the man, no hold. Grabbed by the number 91. Lacus shot. Save and hold by the goaltender. Avina mugged on the near side. Tough to get a call around here, I guess. Face off, it'll be taken by Newell. Win. Flood shot low. Save, rebound. Penhollow trying to fight for it. Puck is loose. And Colorado come away with it. Pass to the middle. And Penhollow shoulders him off the puck. Harrison up ice. Cross ice and in. Penhollow will collect for the Knights. Banks it off the back wall, up but not out. Caught right at the blue line. Reverse puck around the near side. Drops it to the point man. Point man leaves it off. Cuts to the middle. Trying to get a shot off. Traffic in front. That one drops behind the net. Harrison there to pick it up. And down the ice for an icing. We'll have face off. Salika's taking the face off. Mislakovian, Nisley, Sparks, and Cabradilla on the ice for the Knights. Face-off win for Colorado. Colorado move it back. Salika's trying to find it in the skates and get it out, and he does. Puck on the near side here. Stick on the near side here. Stick battle as it's pinned between the skates as the Thunderbirds come to full strength. Puck rimmed around the boards to Sparks. Sparks, one touch. Bank to the middle. Salikas up but not out. Colorado. Stick handling around the Knights. Drops it back. Then they'll play it back down low. Mislakovian will get to it first. And be bumped off the puck. In deep. Sparks. Bouncing puck. Sorry. We'll get in here. Flipped into the zone. Vegas have to tag up. And they do. Cash and Sparks will collect. Played up the wall. Blocker saved by Larison. And puck dumped in by Nisley. Nisley dumps it back in. Vegas tag up and head back in the zone. Walking it to the middle. Huffman shot. Blocked shot. Thunderbirds with the puck now. Puck dumped in. And icing. Larison down the ice. On the money. Right to the linesman at the face-off dot. Lanfranchi to the face-off. Penhollow to the left. Newell to the right on the defense. Rochers and Avina. And player for the Thunderbirds kicked from the face-off. Lanfranchi plays that one up but not out. Shot, save, and hold. .15 for the Thunderbirds to the box. 2 minutes for roughing at 13:28. Power play team on the ice. Salikas, Huffman, Cabradilla, Flood, and Sparks. Cabradilla will walk it down the wall. Drops it back to Mislakovian. Mislakovian, sorry, not Huffman. Mislakovian saw an 8. Assumed it was Huffman. Slide to the middle. Cabradilla. Shot knocked off the stick. Picked up by Mislakovian. Mislakovian will walk it down the wall. Get a little space. And he'll move it back to Colton Flood. Flood. Shot towards the net. Blocker save straight up in the air. Vegas will trap it and he'll move it back to Flood. Flood. Down the wall to Salikas. Salikas hassled in the skates and played down the ice by the Thunderbirds. Cabradilla back for the Knights. Makes the play, takes the hit, and plays on. Sauced up to Mislakovian, kicks it to himself over the blue line. Mislakovian in the zone. Huffman now. Mislakovian injured on the play. Dropping like flies. Very physical game here. Vegas on the power play. Vegas face-off win. Avina to Biaggi. Biaggi up to Lacus. Lacus up to Wiebolt. Wiebolt over the blue line. Wiebolt walking it in. Lacus picks it up, looking for Huffman. He's got Avina. Avina moves it to Biaggi as they set up the power play. Down low to Wiebolt. Wiebolt moves it down below the goal line. Lacus. Lacus is hassled. And the puck comes out of the zone. Biaggi will collect. Sauce to the near side to Biaggi. Biaggi up ice to Huffman. Huffman over the blue line. And puck flipped up and out of the zone. Max Biaggi's there to collect as he evades one up ice. And Wiebolt is taken out as he carried the puck in. Puck carrier still with it on the stick. Curling around, looking for a centering pass. Can't get it off. And Franchi takes a hit. And we got a melee here. Avina will go for the Knights in 53. He got tackled behind the play, right behind the net. 13 to the box. 27 to the box for the Thunderbirds. 2 minutes roughing each. 3 people roughing, actually. I saw 3 calls for roughing and then Avina for roughing. At 11:01, might take a second for the scorekeeper to get this one sorted out on the scoreboard. Only the second penalty of the game for the Knights, as the Knights will have a 5-on-3 coming here. Lorraine, there should be 3. And only 1 man advantage here, as one of the penalties offset. So Vegas on the 2-minute power play. Puck back to Flood. Flood shot low. Saved by the goaltender. Flood pins that one along the boards. It's on the half on the dasher. Picked off by Newell. Newell back to Cabradilla, but that one's in the neutral zone. Cabradilla will look for a play up ice. And a dangle by Flood. Colton Flood over the blue line, walking it in. Mislakovian will take it over as they set up the power play, walking it in. Shot, goal! Mislakovian walks it in, shoots it 5-hole as Vegas get a goal and cut the lead to 2. Sebastian Mislakovian from Flood. That goal at 10:24, power play goal for the Knights. And the face-off win for Colorado. Salikas pressuring in the zone as he's upended just inside the blue line. Harrison trying to keep it in for the Knights. Squirts out on the attack. Pass, cross ice shot, and goal. That one catches Larison up high, or beats Larison over the shoulder, and the Thunderbirds answer right back. And puck played out of the zone. Bouncing puck over the skate. Weebolt will collect backhand to the far side to Huffman. Huffman doesn't get it past. Shot and a save by Larison. That one off the shoulder. Penhollow flips it up and out. And that one's down ice. Puck scrum in the near corner. Knights come away with it initially, and Colorado now with the possession. Looking to work it up the near side boards. In the blind zone there. Knights trying to come away with it off some skates. And now comes out to neutral zone, collected by Colton Flood. Softly lifts that up to Penhollow, evades the hit. Puck comes out of the zone. And squeezes past Cabradilla. Flood able to lay that one off to Cabradilla. Cabradilla surveys, moves that one up ice, just misses the connection to Penhollow, but they wave it off and play on. Cross ice pass, chipped up ice. One on chasing Cabradilla. Cabradilla up ice, tipped out by Lanfranchi to the Colorado defense. Offsides. And number 25 for the shot after the whistle will go to the box for an unsportsmanlike. At 8:07. And that's going to be penalty number 9 for the Thunderbirds, if my count is correct. As Vegas add their power play team onto the ice, Weebold, Huffman, Lacus, Biaggi, and Avina. Face-off win for the Knights. Avina, shot low. Saved by the goaltender. Huffman back to Biaggi. Biaggi, traffic in front, shot. Save, rebound, and scooped up by the goaltender. Cross check coming on the Thunderbirds. Number 27 to the box for the Thunderbirds. At 7:55, and Vegas will be on the 5-on-3 for 1:48. And usually 10 penalties mean that their coach will miss the next game. Walking it in, shot, looking for Lacus. Actually, that was a pass by Huffman. Puck dumped in deep. Avina will chase. No one chasing for the Thunderbirds this time as they're down 2 men. Just would seem irresponsible. Huffman will collect for the Knights. Biaggi up ice to Weebolt. Weebolt up the middle. Lays it off for Avina. Avina to Biaggi. Biaggi, shot low. Stick aside by Colorado. Weebolt walking it in. Weebolt to Biaggi. Biaggi back to Weebolt. Weebolt down low. One-timer towards the middle. Lack a shot. Tip. And a goal! Lacus to Huffman, power play goal for the Knights on the 5-on-3. And now they'll have a 5-on-4, as that'll clear one of the penalties. They'll have 1 minute and 9 seconds of power play time coming. Lacus to Huffman. This has been a very long period here. Face-off win for the Knights. Newell, Flood, Cabardilla on the ice. Newell just fans on that one. Missed the Cabardilla to Newell. Newell with the puck. Newell walking it down, looking for a pass to the middle off the skates. He'll drop that one back to Colton Flood. Colton Flood will have that one just trickle out of the zone, and he'll play it back. Cabardilla back up to Newell. Newell trying to sidestep one. Newell, shot. Save and hold by the goaltender. Sorry, a little far on that one. And Penhollow to take the face-off. Mislakovian to the left, Newell to the right. On the defense, Cabardilla and Flood. Face-off win for Colorado. That one just into the body of Flood, able to get that down the wall. And good pressure by Mislakovian and Newell. Hassling, forcing the turnover. Flood traps that one right at the line. Softly lays it down, but it's a little too high and wide, as that ended up in the netting. And we'll have another offensive zone face-off with 17 seconds to go on the power play for the Knights. Salikas and Franchi. Flood and Cabardilla on the ice. Flood shot low, knocked wide. Cabardilla, rebound, gets it back to Flood. Flood, right at the blue line, moves it back to Cabardilla. Cabardilla shot. Hits Salikas. And tipped past Cabardilla. Dangles. Saved by Larson. And played to the outside. Shot wide. Puck ends up outside the zone. Colorado move it around, dump it in. And offsides on Colorado. And that'll be an offensive zone face-off coming for the Knights. .509 to go in the third period. Vegas Universal Knights trail by 2. 5:09 in hockey is a lot of time here. Vegas still time to tie it up. Puck up. And now into the neutral zone. Disrupted initially. Still on the stick of the Colorado player and dumped down the wall. Looking for a centering pass. Shot. That one is beyond the reach of Larson. Puck hits traffic here, right below my stand. Cross-ice pass finds Newell. Newell on the red line, dumps it in deep. Save and hold by the goaltender. As Newell earns an offensive zone face-off for his teammates. Face-off going to be taken by Salikas. Puck around to the near side. Sparks to apply the pressure. Over the blue line, dangling to the side by the Knights, still on the stick of Colorado players. Now under the players, and we got a whistle. As they separate them gently. And we'll have a face-off. Sauces it up to the point man for the Thunderbirds. Vegas will get it back. Biaggi with a high lob. Glove down and dumped back in. Larison will stop it and lay it off for Harrison. Harrison up the ice. Kept in by the point man. Reverse back around. Rims around to Biaggi. Jumps her over his stick on the near side. Nobody knows where the puck is. But pinned along the wall here. Flipped up, glove down, and out of the zone. And they'll take them both, 6 and 95, to the box. So offsetting penalties there, so nothing. Roughing, probably the call, I'm going to guess. Face off, going to be taken by Penhollow. Mistakovian on the ice, along with Newell. Colorado, a high lob. Glove down by Avina and played in by Penhollow. Penhollow takes a couple hits there, late, no call. Avina, play that one back into the zone. Puck glove down, now played out by Miskovian. Avina, up ice, misses the connection. Avina gets tangled up. Puck into the neutral zone. Sorry, I was watching some activity behind the play. Weebolt dumps it in. Lanfranchi chasing. And an icing on the Knights. Face-off will be taken by Weebolt. Face-off win for the Knights. Shot tipped away by Larison. Centering pass. Nobody there in a white jersey. Up ice. Huffman. Nicely. Shot. Save and hold. .116 remaining in period number 3. Face-off win for the Thunderbirds. Give it away. Shot towards the net and hits traffic in front. Ends up in the far corner. Turnaround shot. Loose in front. Colorado pick it up though in the neutral zone. Avina throws it back in deep. Vegas actually out of play into the Colorado bench. Center ice face-off should be coming here with a minute to go. Face-off will be taken by Penhollow. Lacus to the left, Sleekus to the right on the defense. Avina and Biaggi. Puck up ice, misses everyone. That'll be an icing on the Knights. And we'll have a defensive zone face-off coming here with 49 seconds to go. Face-off being taken by Penhollow. Face-off win for the Knights. Huffman on the hop. Huffman. Shot and goal! Hardy Huffman backhands that one past the goaltender, and Vegas make it 3-4 as they pull within one. Sorry, I think I might not have got that goal, Hardy, clearly. And we've got a timeout coming here. Vegas has slowly crawled back into this game. 40 seconds remaining. Vegas, a 40-second strategery plan. Larson will probably go about halfway. Need to win the face-off. As he does get as close as he can to the bench. Vegas got to get it in deep. Hardy Huffman's tripped up, no call. Back to collect will be Avina. Pass up ice and pinching in is Thunderbirds player. Throwing it off, Huffman. Cross ice. Penhollow in the zone. Pulled to the bench. Empty net. Empty net. Biaggi up ice. And that one's an icing. Tried to get to the bench. And we'll have 7 seconds to go. In the game. Vegas need a face-off win here. And Biaggi off the glass and down. Hits the netting. And we'll have another face-off with 2 seconds to go. And we'll try it again. A little bit harder to score on this one. And there's the end. Of the game, and the Vegas Junior Golden Knights fall to the Colorado Thunderbirds 3-4. Next game tomorrow is (11:30 a.m.) against Colorado Rampage.